Beavers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the Utah Utes offense will start this game off with the football. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
The Utes can really attack on this second and short. They'll go to the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Utes will have it 1st and 10. Thomas looking to fire. Makes the grab. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, this little guy is going to be difficult for any DB to cover, especially on these slant throws, because he gets out of his break and he explodes off the line of scrimmage so quickly.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Green. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Power football with the run.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15.
Turning it on! And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The Utes will hustle to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And the Utes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll go to the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Card in the backfield. It's Green. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Shakes off the defender. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football.
And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Grabbed behind the line. It's Booth. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Andrews. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
The Beavers offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Looking downfield, it's Chadwick. Gets it out quickly. There was running room there, but he needed another step or 2 to make it to the 40 and move those chains. It's 4th down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Wells. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Beavers have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough, 3rd and long. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. And the Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Chadwick. Buying some time as he moves left. He'll try to do it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They'll try to get outside. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
Listen, my job is to poke and prod and find where you're weak. I like it. Get the ball in the perimeter. How are the ends playing the run support? Can I get on the edge, make some big, easy plays early in this ballgame?
And show them a variety of runs that can keep them guessing later on.
No doubt, and I'm making memory of all this stuff. Did it hurt? Were they in? Can I get back to this later?
The Beavers looking to convert on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Wants to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've reached the break. It's Utah holding the lead. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. ready to go and get things started here in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Touchdown, Oregon State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead down 7-3. Complete downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Now you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Strong safeties are guys you can spin down and a lot of times spend a lot of time in that box, which means he's going to be in the run fit. He's going to be making tackles consistently. And he comes up, tell you what, they talk about big on big. A big fullback versus a big, strong safety. That's a big collision.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter and space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dot.
There he goes! They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Utes want to pick up the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Thomas back to pass. Fakes the catch. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Nestled just inside that right upright. That brings him to within 1.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Beavers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got it in the middle. It's Bauer. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Looking to scramble. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Makes the grab. Knocked down for the tackle.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
Dropping back, it's Chadwick. Gets rid of it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. The Beavers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got it. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill has it. Touchdown, Utah! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. Get it out on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's loose. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Beavers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the back. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. And the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Thomas looking to fire. throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And how about this young fella who's slinging the pill, man? His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got
intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Catch in the middle. It's Bauer. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Beavers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Handoff to the lone back. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Card. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He's got it on the move. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much.
Touchdown, Oregon State! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Utes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Got a man, it's Wells. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility for the guy in that slot position.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
The defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Now adjusting. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Creates a little space. Runs through a tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead. You can be a little bit more concerned.
Touchdown, Beavers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Thomas back to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Firing to the right, complete.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on second down. Makes the catch. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Utes are in the hurry-up.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready, because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the run, it's Green. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to call back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He'll keep it himself. He breaks a tackle. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Finds the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Thomas looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Utes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Looking for the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run, and they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Tight end now in motion. He'll pull it on the read. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Utes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Looking for a man. It's Chadwick. Caught over the middle. It's Wells. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Beavers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. motion from the back. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Makes a connection. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. Working the middle, it's complete. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll toss it to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That
big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work for the first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Might be looking to run. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Beavers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Chadwick. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Push down for the tackle.
it doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350.
Turning it on. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. The Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Wells. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They'll try it over the left side. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. The Beavers have it with a first and goal. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. Starts to scramble to the left. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Bohannon. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Still on his feet at the 45. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Catch in the middle. It's Green. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Off play action. He's got him. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Utes in the hurry up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Send the tight end in motion. Thomas back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Stevenson. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wells. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Beavers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
On target. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Wants to fire on second down. Dings it complete to the right. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Beavers are flying down the field. Off play action on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To the air, it's Chadwick. It's complete. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. It's one thing